Hello everyone, Namaste. My name is Rana Rashid and this is Gypsy Soul. Um, I want to first of all thank you guys so much for yesterday's support. I did see your comments and they absolutely warmed my heart. I'm very happy and fortunate to have really nice and kind friends who always support me. And for those people who are writing comments in English saying, I cannot speak English, I need this in Arabic, please do check out my about info. I did post a link of my Healing Oasis channel, which has 100 and I believe 58,000 subscribers as of now. This channel covers the Middle East and it is in Arabic. This channel, the Gypsy Soul one that you're currently on, is meant to cover English speaking audience. So it's also a chance for you to improve your English if you feel guided to. And a chance for, my Arabic followers and friends to also connect to English speaking audience. We will see how far this goes, but I am planning as of now to be consistent and, as they say in English, to put my best foot forward and to post at least one video every day for the next couple weeks. I'll try my best. We'll see how it goes. But today's topic is completely channeled. And today's topic is the best topic that I could start this channel on, and it is the topic of love. Unconditional love. What do you think of when you hear the word love? Do you think of your childhood friend who helped you get up after you fell off your bike? Do you think of your favorite teacher in elementary school who helped you learn how to write? Do you think of your mother and the way she used to take care of you until you were able to face life on your own? Do you think of God and all the grace and the generosity He does for you every day on a daily basis to keep you safe and protected and blessed? We think of so many sources of love, but we seldom think of ourselves as our source of love. One of the hardest experiences that spiritual people will face during their awakening journey is the experience of absolute solitude, forced solitude, which people also call loneliness. Waking up has long periods of you being alone with yourself, by yourself, with your emotions. Your ability to be compassionate and to give yourself love during those periods is very essential, but it's also very challenging. And in this video, I'd like to help you give yourself more compassion and love in a very non-traditional way. The experience of being alone and having to give that love to yourself can be quite scary, I'll be honest with you. I have experienced it myself. Whenever you are ascending in your energy, people start falling off. People and things around you that are not on the same vibration, they just start drifting away. And sometimes you really don't know if you're the one drifting away from them or if they're drifting away from you. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Because after long periods of you being alone on your own, doing your meditations, hopefully writing down in your journal, less and less people will start to call you, and you get less invitations. And there's less noise around you over time. Less parties, less achievements, less of everything materialistic. Now, you get to decide at that point, do you want to sit there and decide that you're lonely and that your life is not going anywhere? Or do you want to take the road that is not taken by most people and venture out alone? Venturing out alone is actually essential to finding love, to finding true love that is uninhibited by society. Most of the love we define is defined through other people, or things that we own, or things that we do for people. And this really strikes my interest whenever I'm doing spiritual trainings for people or trying to coach people on how to love themselves back to life after a spiritual awakening. The first things that come up is complaints of those people being so afraid of never finding a partner or never getting back to the jobs that they left before the awakening, or never being able to assimilate back into society. And I can tell you from experience and the experience of many people who have done this well, you actually do assimilate so much better after you have found love in yourself, after you have lived through the hardest periods on your own. Your dependency and your addiction to people's attention, even in relationships, which are the most important part of life, to be honest, falls off. You stop being so dependent on the other person doing something to make you happy or not doing something to make you upset, because your internal locus of control is activated at that time. And if you ask me, as someone who is interested in both psychology and spirituality, and I merge the two to help people, your internal locus of control is the same thing as the spiritual awakening. The spiritual awakening is an awakening back to yourself. It's telling you to shut out the noise that you had to survive through. And that's why everything goes silent, because you don't need the noise, you don't need the people, you need yourself in this stage. And only yourself. You need to restore the power of your emotions back into your hand. You need to learn how to activate the energy of love within you, how to look for it in your life, in the small moments, when the birds are singing outside in the morning, when the flowers are blooming, when small incidents around you happen that no one else notices. You get to decide to notice those things, because now you are in connection with the universe. You are in direct connection with the universe. That connection you couldn't achieve with all the buzz and the noise and the people around you. So now that you're so connected to your emotions, to what you want and what you don't want, now that nothing almost bothers you anymore because you have been through very strong emotions, you start to notice the actual experience of being, of allowing yourself and the people around you to simply exist. Do you know how hard is it to do such a simple thing? To simply exist is the bravest thing anybody can do. In a world that's full of opportunities and buzz and competitions, to have the bravery to simply exist in this world without wanting, without running, without rushing, without requesting, without buzzing, is the bravest thing that you can ever do. And in this silence lies love. The voice of love is actually the voice of reason, but it is so calm. It is so subtle. And the problem is everything outside you is not calm and it's not subtle. The voices outside are so loud. Sometimes, most of our lives, they drown out the actual voice of love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love doesn't seek. Love awaits and allows and forgives and hopes. In hope that you will be led back to it. Love is the only thing that you will benefit from giving back to. But people seldom give back to love because they are busy giving back to everything else they think is love. And they get depressed, they get scared, they get angry because they're not getting a return on their invested energy. If you're not getting a return on energies you have invested, then it was not done for love. It was done for ego. Ego is amazing. Ego is here to protect you. You cannot surrender the ego. I repeat again in every single video. But in order for the ego to do the right thing, it has to be led by love. And in order for you to lead your ego by love, you have to find love within yourself first. So if I know what it means to love myself wholly, completely, sacredly, with patience and understanding and humbleness, then everything in my life starts getting on the right track. I finally start choosing the experience that I deserve rather than the experience that I simply find. Yes, you can choose your experience, and that only happens when you choose yourself. If you're brave enough to look foolish, if you're brave enough to make mistakes, if you're brave enough to fall in love and get hurt and try again, if you're brave enough to not follow the trajectory of continuous achievements outlined by society for us, then you have taken the path that's least taken by most people, and it is the path of love. Namaste.